Hi, everyone. This is going to take about 3 minutes, so if you want to fill your glass, now would be a good time. My name's Tim Burgess. I am Megan's dad. And first off, I want to thank all of you. Our most favorite people on the planet are here to join us in celebrating this union with Megan and Joshua. I got to tell you, I don't feel like I'm losing a daughter. I feel like I'm gaining a son. That's a good thing. I wanted to let you know that Megan is our youngest. And she is also the youngest granddaughter of my parents. We have 6 boys before Megan, and you heard earlier that my mom, Grandma Pat, could not be here, and if she was here, she would tell you, I love you all to pieces. And also Eric is not able to be here. He's away playing baseball someplace. You know, this is a time for me to reflect of all of the things that happen. You know, it's been fortunate for me. We've had a lot of additions to our family, and we've been holding little ones, babies, the last couple of days. And it's kind of made me reflect all the way back to Megan when you were a baby, and all the things that we do as parents. I want to congratulate Larry and Joanne and Mary Jane for the tremendous job that you have done in rearing these wonderful people that are certainly ready for the next step in life. I also wanted to make mention of the fact that while we do so much as parents, and you think about it when they start out young, the first days of school, the homework, the taxi rides around, the sporting events, the coaching the events, further education. It's a lot. And in a time like this, it all comes back. This is a very key milestone for our family and for Josh and Megan. And you know, it makes me reflect also on some of the things you'll learn as you're doing the parenting. You learn about your child and how they characterize themselves in their future, and also some of the things you learn about yourselves. I remember a time, Megan was about 7, and the boys, Scott and Brian and I, were going skiing. And we were going to one of the small mountains in Connecticut. And the boys were on the chairlift in front of us, and Megan and I were together. And we're going up the mountain. And I'm coaching Megan up, talking about how to do a snowplow and how to stop and, you know, basically how to maneuver, and that I would be with her the whole way. And we were going to stop a couple times along the mountain to, you know, keep things in check. And we got to the top, and the boys were waiting for us. So we said, okay, we're going to meet a couple times down the mountain, and you guys take the lead, and they did. And then Megan took off. And Megan decides she's going straight down the mountain. So I'm calling for her, Megan, and she's now in a full tuck. I'm not kidding. So I am skiing hard to keep up to her, just to be present for the crash scene. She's catching air in full tuck. Granted, this is only Connecticut, but all the way down the mountain. Passes the boys, and I'm right behind her. And she's enjoying herself. She gets to the bottom, and I'm kind of scolding her. You know, what are you doing? You got to stop and blah, blah, blah. And she looks at me, and she gives that look that all the fathers in the room who have a daughter know the look I'm talking about, and says, I got this, Dad. And that's kind of been Megan. She's a great listener, and then she applies what she's going to do, and she does it. She's not a trash talker, but she does excel. This is the way she carried herself through sports, and what can I say more about that? Now, you know, also in thinking of the parenting side, some of the things that we do are kind of crazy. So now fast forward to a time that Megan and Kristen Farmer were going to go trick-or-treating. And I think they're preteen. So maybe they're 12 or 13 years old. And they're talking to the farmers and we about their plans going trick-or-treating. And we decided that things were sounding a little bit too smooth, so that maybe they shouldn't be unaccompanied. So Jeff and I decided we're going to join them in costume, dressed as women, in dresses. We were ahead of our times. And so we get dolled up and we go out. And I gotta tell you, Jeff was way hotter than I was. So they had plans and they hooked up with all their friends. And I'm sure there were some boys that were looking for some companionship to be with them. And I guess the theme here I want to say is that we've had to be on our toes. Did you see the wedding party? Have you seen Megan? We were on our toes. Okay. What? Okay. You know, clearly, Josh and Megan are off to a great start. Josh, being an attorney, member of the Board of Education with Newington, going for first state rep, sorry. State rep. We all saw the sign. So if you're from Newington, give them your vote. Megan, who is a nurse, helping people stricken with cancer, working and doing some of the wonderful things that they do down at the Smilo Cancer Center at Yale New Haven Hospital.
Yeah.
And this past week, just started her master's program in nursing at UConn, so she's got a full plate too. Obviously, they've done pretty well. This is where we come in. They say that it takes a village to grow a couple. Maybe that was 100 years ago. Now, it's called a network. You are all part of their network. So Megan and Josh, you have an obligation to use your network. You have an obligation to ask and share. And the network has an obligation to provide advice with no expectations. And to that extent, it will always have your back. One of the things that I want to say in closing is that I truly wish you the best of luck. I wish you good health. I wish you happiness and laughter. Remember, it's not about the destination always. It's about the journey as well. Know love. Build on the love that you have today. Feed it, nurture it, respect it. And also, remember, as you traverse the slopes in life, no matter what, I will always have your back. Congratulations. I love you.
And now a toast by the mother of the bride.